Now, this story is going to be triggering for some people, okay? I just want to let y'all know. Just want to let y'all know. If you are a melanated nurse, a nurse of color, this story may trigger you. I'm not going to cap. I'm not going to cap. It may trigger you, it may not. But I'm not going to lie. When I read this, it bothered me. I can't say that I'm surprised, but at the same time, I was kind of shocked because of what management said. But at the end of the day, nothing really shocks me anymore. But let's get into it. Let's set it up. Black nurse told to bleach her skin. She wins $26,000 for racial harassment. Hmm. Told to bleach her skin though, but that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is who told her to bleach her skin. It wasn't the patient. It was not the patient. Now that's the wild part about the whole situation. That's the wild part about the whole situation. Let me cue this up for y'all. Let me cue this up. Hmm. There we go. There we go. Now this is wild. Now this article comes from Nursing Standard. It says nurse became depressed after being told by her boss to bleach her skin to look white. So patients will be nice to you. I would really like to know this boss's name. They did not release the name of the boss because this person should never work in management again. If they are so curt to talk to patients like that, not patients, but your employers like that, your employee. It says a black nurse who was told to bleach her skin to look whiter so that patients will be nicer to you has been awarded nearly $26,000 pounds. It's in pounds because they're in the UK, but in the US that would translate to around $30,000, a little bit more than $30,000. Now, this woman has a South African name, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to try to pronounce this, but I'm just going to call her Nurse AK. Okay. Nurse AK won a racial harassment claim against Central and Northwest London NHS Foundation Trust after her boss made the suggestion. An employment tribunal heard that Miss K was subjected to loud racist chanting while working as an agency nurse in a removal center for immigration detainees at Heathrow Airport in 2019. So I'm wondering if it's that situation to where like people are trying to sneak in and out the country illegally, and they detain them, and they just the nurse comes in, assesses them and see what they need or what kind of medications they on, or just try to provide the detainee some sort of care, ladies and gentlemen. That might be the case. I'm not completely sure, but I'm guessing that's the case. The article continues to say there were some 600 male detainees at the center. The tribunal was told that on February 9th, 2019, Ms. K, originally from South Africa, was triaging a detainee who had racially abused her and was pretending not to speak or understand English. When she reported the incident to the nurse in charge and suggested the patient might not have wanted to be triaged by a black nurse, she was told by her supervisor to get in a, this is the quote, get in a pool of bleach to bleach your skin so that you come back tomorrow white and the patient will be nice to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't find that funny. Not one bit. Not only is this nurse getting harassed by patients, she's also getting harassed by her management. Now, that's a lose-lose situation. Now, real quick, I am going to Google the yearly salary for RNs in the UK. You dig? Let me. So 27 to 37 pounds. 27 and 37 pounds. So let's see. What is 37,000 pounds? What is 37,000 pounds? And so that's 43,833. So that's around that's pretty average, I guess, for here in the US. That's kind of like average dollars here for RN, but average RNs don't make that. They make more than that average. But I was just wondering because like to be abused and harassed by not only patients and your management, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy only to do it for that little amount of money, but it happens. It happens. It happens. The management thought it would be cool to say that to a nurse who's black. And I am actually shocked, and I get this is over here in the UK, but I am actually shocked that this story is not getting more coverage because they always highlight when nurses do something crazy. Like that one sister who was, I guess she was drunk driving and she ended up deleting some people. I think that was out in California. You know what I'm saying? Like, or that one sister out in Philly who had 30, 40 patients or whatever, and they arrested her because a patient died on her shift. But when it comes to stories like this, they rarely get coverage. And I feel like it is my duty on this platform to shine the light that I have on situations like this. Although it did not happen in the United States, I have been told stories by sisters who are in the field that they have experienced things similar to this. Okay. So it's not right. And these stories need to be widely covered, just like they highlight any other negative that a nurse may go through, especially a nurse of color. Just wanted to bring that point up. But it says Ms. K raised the report on the DATIC system about the incident, but claimed there had been no follow up, despite the trust saying action had been taken, the tribunal heard. The judge criticized trust bosses for their approach as an absolute abdication of the positive responsibility on managers. In a separate incident in January 2019, Ms. K described being called the N word and a monkey by a group of detainees who she had asked to see individually for their medication. So she's trying to give them their medication to help them out. Meanwhile, she's getting called all types of racial slurs, ladies and gentlemen. Now, again, I always say nursing is a dope field, but I'm always transparent. And this is some of the realities that you have to deal with being a nurse. But this is why so many people are leaving. Situations like this, to where so many people are leaving, and they're leaving because they're tired of being sick and tired, ladies and gentlemen. They're tired of being tired. They're tired of the abuse, the physical abuse, the mental abuse, because it's very common for nurses to get attacked, for nurses to get cussed out, for nurses to get spit on. It's very common. And they're tired. And I get it. I get why a lot of them are walking away. The stress level can be at an all-time high. But again, I'm never going to crap on the field because it's still a life-changing field. You know what I'm saying? Thousands and thousands and thousands of people attempt to get in this field every year, and some make it and some don't. So I'm not going to crap on it, but I just want to be transparent. This is what you may have to deal with. Now, it's probably some nurses who've never had an incident like this in their career, but I'm sure they are plenty that have. And if you are one of those nurses that have dealt with something similar to this, put it in the comments. Let me know how you feel, and let's get the conversation started. Uh, let's continue the article. She told the hearing they started making monkey noises, dog noises, demanding to come in at the same time. That lady was in real danger. She was in real danger, ladies and gentlemen. Very much so, real danger. It's crazy. The tribunal heard she declined to complete the incident form, saying it was something staff put up with all the time, but did raise another DATIX. I don't know what a DADX is. I think that's probably like a complaint form. I have no idea what a DADX is. Let me see. What is a DADX? I guess it's some sort of software that you use to to report stuff. Trust says it has apologized and is working to combat the racism. Okay. After February 2019, Miss K told her agency that she could not continue. Miss K told her agency she could not continue working at Hearthrow because she was very depressed and needed some time to recover psychologically and emotionally. Mrs. K told the hearing her contract with Trust was then terminated by a senior nurse manager because of concerns for her mental health. She was awarded a total of $30,000 in American money, including 17 in damages and injury feeling to cause by race. A spokesperson for the trust said, "We have personally apologized to Ms. K for the incident. It has also been used with our staff to learn from. These were not the behaviors we expect from our colleagues. We feel appalled that this happened, and we will keep this to the forefront of our work to combat racism." Well, there you have it. That was some bullshit. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. That was some bullshit that lady had to go through, and it is very unfortunate how that happened. And I'm not feeling that at all. I'm not feeling that at all, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, I just that's the story though. That is the story for today.